Hi, I'm Lars Bergstrom with Curtis Stokes & Associates. Today I'm in sunny Beaufort, North Carolina. Today I'd like to showcase a beautiful Novatec 47 aft cockpit motor yacht. This boat is a veteran looper. She's a 3-cabin version of the popular 48 Novatec. First thing you come to is a very nice wide swim platform. Makes boarding an ease. She has a nice doorway into the cockpit. Stepping up, you've got a number of handholds on board. Getting around in a seaway is made very easy by that. You'll notice instead of ladders, they're all stairs on this boat. So getting up to the sun deck is a breeze. Great feature of this boat is the hard top, the enclosure, fully climate controlled sun deck with the bar, the refrigerator, plenty of seating for all your guests. It's an easy step up to the fly bridge. Fly bridge is also climate controlled, air conditioned and heated. You've got a great layout for navigation. All of your instrumentation is available up here. And you've got these nice automatic opening and closing windows. This boat features 2 captain chairs, L-shaped settee on one side, and a smaller L-shaped settee over to port. Again, room up here for 6 or 8 people to sit comfortably. You can climb up onto the sun deck top where the dinghy can be launched with the davit that's included. You maintain great visibility through the window and through the hatch. You can have visibility to the stern. Down these steps you've got wing doors on either side so she can be shut off from the elements. It's easy access to the side decks. The side decks are fairly wide, easy to get around. And right up onto the spacious foredeck. She sports a brand new Lumar windlass, stainless steel plow anchor, storage for fenders, and cushioned bench for lounging on deck. She's got a brand new searchlight. You'll notice the railings on these, a full 1.25 inches, not the typical 7/8. Diesel fills are on each side. And again, steps back into the nice sun deck. From the sun deck, it's easy down into the aft cockpit, which is actually rather large for a vessel this size. Plenty of room for a couple chairs. Room for fishing if you like fishing. And again, the very wide swim platform. So you have a nice stainless steel door so you can enter from the cockpit directly into the master stateroom. There's a lot more to show you inside. So we'll go on up and take a look. Entering into the main salon from the sun deck, through the door, down 4 steps. Handholds everywhere, as I said. First thing you come to is a very well organized electrical distribution panel. AC and DC electrical distribution. Generator control panel and battery monitoring system. You've also got ice maker built right in. So you enter into the salon. This is a galley up model, so the salon shares the galley, but you still have plenty of space for seating. The salon table folds out to full size and can go down to coffee table to desk height. This is not firm in place. This can be moved and provide you access to the engine room through the hatches in the floor. A nice lounge chair, and you can be in the galley and still remain in the conversation with your guests. You've got extra countertop provided by the cover over the stove, which lifts up and tucks out of the way. You got cutting board and your 3-burner range. Microwave is set in the cabinet. Cupboard opens. There's a nice sliding drawer for accessing the things in the cupboard. Ventilation is provided through an exhaust fan here. Get the heat out of the boat while you're cooking. Full size, apartment size anyway, refrigeration and freezer. And a very large basin, which includes a spigot for drinking water. If you're going forward, down a couple more steps, you'll notice unique storage areas put in throughout. One here too. Every little area in this boat was utilized for storage. Down into port is the guest third cabin, a couple bunk beds, and a stackable washer and dryer. Not one of those little Splendid 2000s. Ventilation in here is provided by 2 stainless steel opening ports and decent sized lit locker. Directly across the hall from the third stateroom is the guest head. Guest head's good size, and it has Jack and Jill door into the forward cabin. We'll go around and I'll give you more view of that here shortly. Stepping forward into the guest cabin, let's walk around Queen. Beautiful joinery everywhere. Again, cabinetry built in throughout the boat. Ventilation through 2 opening stainless ports. A nice hatch, which can be closed for privacy and darkness. Here you'll find the another entrance to the guest head. Full stand-in shower, so you don't get the whole head wet when you're in here. So inside the shower, you've got an adjustable shower head and a linen locker inside the shower. The bench seat makes it easy when underway, not have to worry about falling. Again, the same beautiful joinery throughout. Plenty of storage. Lockers built into every little nook and cranny. You'll notice the ductwork in here. That's because they've actually ducted the air conditioning into the head. Very unusual, but with the head door shut, it still stays cool and nice in here. Stepping out here, the steps up into the salon are also the doorway to the engine room. We'll show you that later. A little nice feature I like about this is they achieved the ability to open the entire floorway by cutting away the countertop. So that panel can actually be lifted up when it comes time to access the engine room fully. As you go down into the master cabin, again you'll notice the excellent use of space. Cupboards built in everywhere. The master cabin is full width of the beam. So you've got over 13 feet of room in here. And there's the beautiful inlay in the joinery. All the drawers dovetailed on gliders. Storage cabinets on either side. a true queen-size walk-around bed. Again, cupboards everywhere. And the door, of course, you can get out right out to the cockpit from the master cabin. This cabin has an en-suite head. Decent size. Again, cabinetry everywhere. Electric head in here. And full-size shower with closing door. Adjustable shower head. Nice teak floor. The windows in the head and the aft cabin slide open for ventilation. Exhaust fan. So with that, I think that brings us to the engine room. Access to the engine room is easy. The steps lift up. I'll go right inside. So it's always a pleasure to show this room. This is a very well maintained engine room. Very clean, very well laid out. You've got spare propellers off to one side. All of your electrical, your battery charger and inverter are in one area. Stainless steel water heater, fire suppression system, Raycor filters on either side. Manually operated bilge pump should the need arise. This module right here controls the engine synchronizers. There's full gauges and controls here. You can start the engines and monitor them from inside the engine room. Just forward from there and down are the sea strainers. Very easy to get to and check. Main battery switches to the engines, kill switches are here. Fuel tanks are outboard with sight tubes on either side. And two immaculately kept Cummins 6BTA Diamond Series engines. The batteries are kept underneath the floor here in battery boxes. These were just recently replaced. We have a generator, all set. Dripless shaft packing on both engines. And again, you can see the care and maintenance that is put into these engines. They're in great shape. We've removed the floorboards so you can see when you need the extra access, you've got plenty of room to work in the engine room without squatting over. Touching on some of the special features of this boat, I mentioned earlier the davit, which is actually a remote controlled electric crane, which owes its structural integrity to this beam here. So the forces of the crane are not put onto the sun deck roof. I mentioned the sun deck was air conditioned. There's your climate control there. There's separate climate control up here in the flybridge. Here, with your register here. And although it's a 85-90 degree day here in Beaufort, even without the air conditioners, I find it comfortable and livable in here. Plenty of ventilation. Again, the nav station up here. Power is provided to the distribution panel and protected inside here. That supplies all the power for all the external components of the boat, starting with the Raymarine Pathfinder radar, the ICOM AIS transponder, Standard Horizon VHF, wind speed and direction indicator, Garmin GPS 2010C, Raytheon speed and depth, Simrad autopilot with remote control, and a second ICOM VHF. Engine instruments are here. And just over 1,000 hours on each of the engines. One of the nice features of the Novatecs in general is the hard tops and the hard front. You've got a real glass front windshield. Ventilation is attained by the opening windows. And windshield wipers all work. So in any climate, in any weather, you can be warm and comfortable or cool and dry. She offers a tilt steering wheel, rudder indicator, side power bow thruster, push button trim tab controls, windlass control, fire suppression, and searchlight, all at your fingertips. Up on top of the sun deck is a 9-foot AB fiberglass rigid hull inflatable with a 9.8 horsepower 4-stroke Nissan outboard motor that's just been serviced. So this boat I find to be in as close to excellent condition as I've seen a boat this year in make. Outside, the gel coat shows some of its age, but it's been regularly maintained and has just been polished and waxed. She's going to be getting decking in the cockpit and swim platform. That should be arriving here in a couple weeks and installed. The fly bridge and sun deck area are in excellent condition. Both the upholstery, the floor mats, and the gel coat, all in great shape. Interior is immaculate, from the salon, all 3 staterooms, and even the engine room on this boat are just immaculate. This boat was well cared for before this owner bought it. I knew the previous owner and worked with him to get her in shape when he was ready to sell it after his journey around the Great Loop. She is a Gold Loop veteran, and at that time he went through the engines, had the engine room painted, detailed, hoses replaced, heat exchangers serviced. Since then, the new owner has continued to upgrade and improve her. The two remaining original air conditioners have now been replaced, so all of the air conditioners have been replaced. I mentioned the C deck is getting ready to be put down. The hard tops have been painted. The deck's been polished. The new windlass installed. Pretty much anything that needed attention has been given attention. She's ready to go on another great loop down to the Bahamas or wherever your voyage may take you. She has a cruising speed of 10 to 15 knots with a top speed of 18 to 20 knots. 8 kilowatt Onan generator provides plenty of power to run the air conditioners on the hook. On dockside, she has 220 AC systems for the air conditioners and the stove and the water heater, and then regular 110 service for all the other AC requirements of the boat. And I think that about does it.